merfolk! Welcome to my first video on my new channel. For those who don't know me, I am the dapperfish, commonly known as Sara. I am a makeup artist from Lisbon in Portugal, and I like to play around with makeup on the internet for everyone to see. So for my first video on this channel, I would like to revisit something that I have done on Mermaid, my old channel, quite a few years ago. There has been a makeup challenge going around called picking random colors and making them work. That is very similar to the Lucky Dip challenge that Panacea 81 started and that I have done on my old channel before. And I think it's a really cool concept. This time around, the challenge was started by Mary-Lou Manizer, and it's a little bit different to the Lucky Dip. I think the Lucky Dip was a little bit more challenging because you were pretty much randomizing everything. With this challenge, it is a little bit more organized. You pick 4 matte colors, and then you pick a shimmer, and then you pick a highlight and a blush and a lipstick. So I'm not completely following the rules of the new challenge. I added a few extra steps just to make it a little bit more difficult because I find it more interesting that way. And yeah, if you don't quite understand what I'm talking about, you will understand in a minute. So I have compiled a few eyeshadows and made 2 different palettes. In one I have the mattes and the satins, and on this one I have some shimmers, basically accent colors. I try to include eyeshadows that I don't use very often because I thought that would make it more interesting for me. So I'm going to start by picking 3 random matte shades. I'm not going to look at them just yet because I want to pick my shimmer first. So here is the shimmer palette. From this one I am going to pick 1 shimmer eyeshadow. What is this? I'm not sure if I'm picking up the right one, but I guess that doesn't matter. Okay, and before I look down, I'm also going to pick up a box where I have a bunch of pigments, and I'm going to also add a pigment. So again, I included a lot of my faves, but I also included some that I don't use very often. I'm trying to mix them up first because they have different shapes, and I don't want to be feeling around when I go and pick a random one because I feel like that's cheating. Okay, so this is interesting. I am actually kind of disappointed because I don't think there's much of a challenge here, but we'll see. I got 3 shades that I actually use quite often, so I'm a little bit disappointed by that. I got Unexpected by Makeup Geek, Sushi Flower by MAC, Watermelon by Neve Cosmetics, and this one is the only one that I really don't use all that much. This is Inglot 419. And for my pigment, I got an Inglot Body Sparkle in 54. So to bring this to the next level, I added a bunch of different colored eyeliners in here. So again, I'm going to mix it up. And now I'm going to try and get one randomly. I got the black one. I don't want the black one. I'm going to cheat and I'm going to do it again. Okay, so I got a purple one. I got Inglot 74. If I had gotten more challenging eyeshadows, I would have kept the black one gladly. But in this case, I feel like I needed something extra, you know? And because you know I love my cream eyeshadows, I also decided to add some cream eyeshadows in here. I chose the kind of eyeshadows that don't set, that stay a little bit wet and tacky because I thought that would be interesting. I also chose a lot of the ones that I barely use, just because I actually really like them and I thought this would be a good opportunity to actually use them. So again, mixing them up. Diving in. I got one from PB Cosmetics. This is a very unknown brand and I've actually had this for quite a while and I really like them. These are the Ombre à Paupière Iridescente and I don't know which one it is, but it's this nice blue here. This is going to make it a lot more interesting, I think. I'm going to pick all of my face products right now because I feel that gives me a little bit more versatility. I have a bunch of highlighters or products that I use for highlighting. Let's see what I get. I got the Mary-Lou Manizer by theBalm. I barely use this one, so cool. Now blush. I got MAC Supercontinental. And now for lipstick. I have chosen mostly bullet lipsticks because I barely wear my bullet lipsticks anymore. I only added in a couple of liquid lipsticks to add a little bit more of a challenge because I have most of my fantasy colors in liquid lipstick form. So let's go ahead. Yeah! I got the OCC Lip Tar in Techno Pagan. I love this one. So I'm going to start by taking Unexpected under my brow where it meets the bridge of the nose. I'm using a Sigma E25 for this. I'm also going to bring it a little bit into the crease and onto the front of my brow. I just cleaned this brush on a paper towel and now I'm going in with Sushi Flower, and obviously this is going on my outer corner and crease. I'm also winging it out a little bit. Now I'm taking Neve Cosmetics Watermelon, and this is going on my outer corner. And I'm also going to bring it a little bit down into the bottom lash line, but not all the way across. And I'm going to bring it out again to meet that shape. I'm taking a clean brush. This is a Sigma E35 and I'm helping those two colors blend. I'm bringing back Sushi Flower on this big brush. I'm going over the edges and blending it into my brow bone because I wanna. I'm also going to take it a little bit underneath, blending out that pink. I'm taking my blue cream shadow on a flat shader brush. This is a synthetic flat shader brush, which is ideal for creams. And as you can see, I'm popping this all over my lid. I'm taking the brush where I had the pink just to blend the pink a little bit over that blue. Also going to take the brush sideways and blend that blue into my inner corner shadow. I'm also going to bring some of this into the inner corner just to make it a little bit sticky. You will see why in a second. Now I'm going to take my olive green by Inglot on a fluffy pencil brush, pack it on the inner corner, and also bring it on to the eyelid. I'm taking this tiny blending brush by Sigma. This is a Sigma E36, and I'm going to take Unexpected along the edges of that just to help it blend. I'm also taking the brush where I have the blue cream shadow on and blur the edge a little bit. Now I'm taking Inglot Body Sparkle in 54 and my flat shader brush, and I'm taking this on top of the blue. I'm grabbing Unexpected again and that tiny little fluffy brush, and I'm going to take it on the outer corner just to attempt to mute it down a little bit. I'm also taking it on my lower lash line, just under my eye bag. And for my waterline, I'm taking this Kiko Lasting Precision Automatic Liner in 03. This is a magenta color. This is almost the same shade as that watermelon shade. And I'm also rubbing it into my lash line and onto that eye bag area that I haven't applied anything to. Now I'm taking a little bit of that watermelon eyeshadow just on top of it to make it really bright. While I have this little flat shader brush with watermelon in it, I'm just going to clean out this shape here, mixing it in with Unexpected, etc. More Sushi Flower. I'm also taking a little bit of Sushi Flower just on top of my brows over here. Just above the inner part of the brow and also a little bit on the bridge of my nose. And now for my eyeliner, I did get a purple. It's a bit dry, but I'm going to mix in a little bit of Duraline to make it more smooth. I have it on a fine liner brush. I'm going to use it to add a few hair strokes to the front of my brow. This was an impulse decision, and I'm not sure if I'm regretting it, but we'll see. I am regretting it just a tiny little bit, so I'm going in with some Unexpected just to blend the bottom part out. I do like that it has given it a slight hint of purple. Not sure if you can catch that on camera. I'm going to do a little wing with it, but I'm going to take it from underneath my eye, a little bit lower than my lash line. And only after I've mapped out my wing, I'm going to bring it in. I'm taking it across the eye, but I'm not going to go all the way in. And now I'm going to attempt to do the same thing on the other eye. I have decided to make the thickness on the outer corner a little bit more dramatic. At first I made a mistake, and now I am working with it, and I actually like where this is going a little bit better. I just feel like it's more flattering to the eye shape, if you know what I mean. I'm using this to create the deepness in the outer corner that I was trying to achieve by adding Unexpected. Now I think I'm done with that. Now I'm going to move on to the inner corner, and I am going to take it from inside the eye and bring it down. And I'm going to bring it in too, but I'm not going to close it. I'm going to leave that little beak over there and leave a gap in the center. Now I'm going to apply mascara. I'm making my mascara super clumpy because honestly, who cares at this point? Now I'm adding a little tiny bit of extra concealer just to clean this up. Now for my highlighter, I'm taking my busted Mary-Lou Manizer by theBalm. Also taking a very tiny amount on the bridge of my nose and on my cupid's bow. Also going to take some of this very lightly under the arch of my brow. And for lips, I did get Techno Pagan by OCC, but I'm first going to line my lips and fill them in with this blue pencil by Kiko. This is the Kiko Automatic Precision in 704. That's just because that lipstick is a little bit glossy and I really think it needs a base. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm going to use a black. I'm using MAC Ebony. This is my phone. Do you recognize this song? Yes, I do watch Yuri on Ice. I just realized I haven't applied blush, but I will get there in a second. So I'm going in with Techno Pagan. This is super pigmented. This does not need the pencil to be completely opaque. I just feel like it looks a little bit more precise if I apply the lip pencil underneath. And for blush, here goes MAC Supercontinental, which I really think does not go with this look at all, now that I'm done with it. But whatever. I'm also using it to blend into the eyeshadow a little bit because I feel like that will help. To my forehead. A little blush on the nose just cause. I changed my hair. I felt like this look needed a messier head. So this is the final look. I hope you enjoy it. I actually really like it. I really like doing these sorts of videos because if you have been following me for a while, you know that I tend to start videos without any clue about what I'm going to do. And generally, I think it's because I'm overthinking it. I'm always like, should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? What do people want to see? But people really like this, but some people really like that. And I really want to do this, but I never do that. You know, it's just a whole bunch of in my mind. And this is the kind of challenge that forces me to be creative, but at the same time gives me a guideline. Like, I have to use the products that I picked out, and I just have to go from there. And I came up with this really, really fast. I just went in, I just followed the flow, and everything turned out alright, so I'm really, really happy, and I wish I could turn this into some sort of series. If you think that I should do that, please leave me a comment down below. Also, I just want to say, if you have subscribed to this channel and you are following me now, I really, really appreciate it. You have no idea. Thank you so, so much for all of your support. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also leave me a comment down below because, as you know, those always make me really, really happy and keep me motivated and keep me going. There will be a list of every single product used in this tutorial in the description box, as well as links to all of my social media if you want to follow me there. Thank you so, so much for watching. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you next time. Bye! So I was wondering why the hell I didn't have any lipstick on my teeth. And now I know why. It's not on my teeth, but it's on my gums.